0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Goff's going to open up with a throw. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jalen Darden now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, Smith. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on fourth down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. Third and long. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On second down, it's Gino. That's dropped off for Walker. Whoa! Whoa! A gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Seattle. Off the play fake, it's Smith. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
Nice run here on second down, inside the 5, with more options now available for third and goal. From the pistol, Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He's going to try it here again. Big opening up the middle. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful Beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. Back to throw.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return is Darden. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They go play action with Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A second down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll try to run for it. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. They convert with a gain of 15. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Goff to throw on first down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look.
It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return is Darden. Whoa! Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. He finds the veteran Lockett. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Ooh! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Gino to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. On the bootleg, it's Smith, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Gino. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Afonso Melifonwu.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Mack.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. What a moment for the defense, Greg. This unit able to come up with the huge play here in the second half. A scoop and score to square the... Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of one, they get two. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Reynolds now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded a complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Patrick motioning here. Throwing on second down. Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here is 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. One more time with Montgomery. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is Darden. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line. And that will all but end this game.
He's got it at the 7. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away. I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
On the return is Darden. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where